Folks, good morning. Welcome to Hardscape Academy, Almond Landscape, where we are striving to make our channel help you be a better landscape contractor, owner, company owner, all that. Here we are, day 2, the beginning of the Hardscape Academy Hardscape Mastery course, and here it's 6 in the morning, I think. And this is a thing hosted by us with our friends and peers, Andy Mulder and Jeremy Swihart, and I can't wait to show you this. We're gonna do like a quick trailer tour and all that. But Hardscape Mastery, these classes are sold out right now. We're gonna do a lot of this kind of stuff here at our wonderful facility. But this one is really aimed at the mastery aspect of mastering a hardscape business. Or really, we got guys here that don't even do hardscaping that want to just do better with their business. So it's really cool. Let's get to it. Here we go. One of the things, we got a couple sponsors, but Jeremy Swihart, J Squared Outdoor, brought his trailer. By the way, Perm Edge sponsor this particular event. Thank you, Perm Edge. They're a concrete wet edge or paver edge restraint here, which is a system we do use, and a great display here showing the ideal setup right there. Your aggregate base, your bedding layer, paver, and then right up about 1/3 up the paver, maybe at the most. You've got room for soil and all that through there. Fiber, reinforced, all sorts of additives, all that kind of stuff. So Perm Edge, talk to Chris, they're super great dudes. So thank you to Perm Edge, super awesome. I wish we'd have put pipe and drape around this now, in hindsight, you know, like a big cloth thing, but it is what it is. Boar Hog, we'll talk about them in a second here. So I'll run you through Jeremy's trailer, and Jeremy's and Andy's were a big part of the inspiration for our trailer, which is not this build out right now. We kind of got away from using our trailer because it's not as built out and dialed as Andy and Jeremy say. Our trailer is sitting out here in this awful weather right there. Let's go through here and let's show you this amazing trailer. First off, it's 9 feet tall. So our trailer is 24 feet long. I wish we'd have done 20 and then by 9. This is totally the way to go. So a boot washing station that gets bolted on the trailer, gets set on the ground anywhere, whatever. This Trimble GPS situation is amazing. Lots of pack outs everywhere. Pipe, these super long magnesium screeds, shelving. Like this is a mobile shop, right? That's the idea, and we're not loading all this stuff back into the truck every day. This goes right in the backyard. It's really an amazing setup, and it's the way we have ours as well. Bunches of buckets of stuff, bucket of 9s there, bucket of number 9 bedding material, right? Just for maybe a little repair or whatever. Buckets of wire in them. I mean, there's just literally everything and anything in these things. Tent canopy, some pipe fittings, all that. Room for compactors, different compaction equipment. This vac works set up here. A couple of them for setting those really large pavers. This swivel hook is really a clever idea. That's the way to do that for your rigging. We bought some of these big rings or whatever, but that swivel is really sweet. All sorts of paver adjusters. This channel here is really nice to just organize your trailer about any way you want to, which actually, come to think of, that makes me think of a way we could do that on our truck. We'll talk about that in another video. Color coded, so we know exactly what tools go to what trailer. Super smart. Clamps, blocks. We got a wheelbarrow in here, some more laser stuff. All sorts of incidentals, a saw, tray here. But again, all these things here. This is super cool. All of these pack outs labeled with everything in there, right? How amazing. Then again, just more trays full of all sorts of stuff, keeping things organized. Name of the game, right? Great big square tucked in there, bunch of levels. So really smart, really a smart layout here. So really love that. That's Jeremy Swihart, J Squared Outdoor. Definitely go give them a follow. Boar Hog, they're a sponsor here at the event too. And I want to thank Dan and Ryan for coming up and being part of it. But they are a hardscape equipment, hardscape tool distributor and seller. So they sell all this awesome airlifting stuff. Some of the stuff we have slightly different vac works, but we've got one of those as well. All sorts of backpack paver lifters and crazy Ghostbuster looking things, but the cordless thing's nice. I like that concept a lot. That's really sharp, really smart. So yeah, all sorts of that awesome paver handling stuff. You've seen it in our previous videos and other videos. It's totally the way to go with that stuff. Jeremy really likes this circular compactor. That thing literally can drive it up into corners and just spin it around, not have to pull it backwards or whatever. So he really likes that thing. I prefer my reversible. That's just me. Roller compactors, those things are the hype. There's a dustless saw, which is super awesome. The dustless capability anyways, and then all sorts of leveling stuff here. Zip level, highly recommend you have one of those. All sorts of screed tools. We've got one of those stand-up screeds. It's totally the way to go. Some other screeding devices here. Just anything. So contact Dan at Boarhog, and they'll set you up with the right stuff. We really love these dead blows, by the way. Those are really nice. Big paver square, brick clamps, paver clamps, diamond blades, you name it. So they're in here talking hardscape stuff. Sorry for all the spinning. This is just showing all the different cutting, some grinding equipment, grinding blades here. This is pretty slick here to cut some, radius, real tight radius into something for a drain maybe or whatever. So that's really cool. Let's see your core bits. Like that thing's pretty wild. So core bits for all your lighting. These grabos are a must-have, and then you've got that T-handle so you can actually pick up stuff like that and not have to bend over. But these grabos are a must-have if you're doing any wet cast or dense coping, dense natural stone, anything like that. Block clamp is an absolute must-have, a must-have, a must-have. For either picking up multiple retaining wall block at one time or setting treads for steps and stuff. So that's an absolute must-have as well. Highly recommend. So big thanks to Dan at Boarhog for being part of it. Super awesome. Andy's trailer here, Mulder Outdoors on Instagram, YouTube, and all the other platforms. Super awesome trailer here. He forgot he had his buggy in the trailer here. Andy's got a Canicom buggy. We've got a Toro buggy, and they both have pros and cons, so it's kind of, that's a whole video in its own right. Boot cleaner on the track, I love that. Let me think here. So again, all sorts of tools, way heavy on the hand tools in here, really love that. Giant pack out stuff, those things are awesome. Box of spikes. Microwave, we have a microwave in ours. I thought that was cool, so we put one in ours. Compressor, just all sorts of stuff. Glue out the yin yang. But just all the stuff you need to run a hardscape project, right? And everything's well labeled. I really love that. All the labeling is just wonderful. So that's really fantastic. Again, same concept here. Pack out everywhere. That's pretty smart. I like that. These are, I feel like they're pin pounders for for fabrics, and woo, it's a tight fit. My lord. Anyway, those are magnetic pin pounders. Glues, tools, more pack out stuff. Dustless saw in here as well. Pack outs again. These are a must-have for job sites. Quiet generator. That thing is amazing. It runs. Look how heavy duty that cord is, by the way. Oh my lord. But that's what you need if you're gonna run one of those 15 amp dustless saws at any distance from there. So that's super awesome. Again, buggies. And again, this event, we had a big axe throwing trailer here. We didn't even use it last night. We sat and talked business the whole evening, which was awesome and preferable, right? This is something that Jeremy is building and selling, is these tool crates. So they're made, this like holds your rod, super smart. But this is what Hardscape Mastery is about. We talk about all this stuff. So we'll have some other courses here. This was our proof of concept we built just out of wood, just to kind of test out what we liked, and I'm glad we did that first off, because the first one we made was 8 foot wide and it had everything in the world on it. Too heavy, too bulky, whatever. Shorten it down to 4 foot. This is what we're going to weld up to fit our company and what we use, the way we use things. And so we're going to make it out of box tubing and all that. But Jeremy is going to be building and selling these this winter, so you might check out J Squared there. J Squared for that stuff. But again, this is like a cutting station here. So all grinding stuff, all cutting stuff, all that. You can pick up with forks down there, pick up with forks over here, and set on trucks and trailers. It's super cool. So we're going to do some hardscape demonstrations here later today. We also do like in-person trainings once a month through the winter at least. at the hardscapeacademy.com. Check that out. But we do 6 to 10 person classes where we talk about building all this kind of hardscape stuff on all sorts of different bases. We talk about it all. So that's definitely a big thanks to Unilock for sponsoring materials, Green Foundry for lighting, in this case for Hardscape Academy, in-person training, Probst, and whatever. But today, PermaEdge and Bore Hog for Hardscape Mastery. But we'll be getting the tilt rotator out a little later today, doing all that stuff. Lots of amazing stuff going on today. We're just awful excited. Oh my gosh, how did I nearly forget? Good grief. And Weston was synced up software. 3 of the 20 people here today who are looking at achieving mastery only have software programs for estimating budgeting. And I am an adamant believer now that you must have a budgeting software. Absolutely must have. And so for Weston sponsoring this edition here, we're awful grateful for that. And we're gonna work on getting some people to figure out their numbers and using software. And today, I guess maybe the using synced up. So we're really pushing that people get to know their numbers. That's the idea. You have to. So if you want to achieve Hardscape Mastery, knowing your numbers is number 1. So that's it. So J Squared, Mulder Outdoors. Again, big thanks to Synced Up on the estimating aspect of things today. Bore Hog on tools, and PermaEdge for paver edge restraint. They're now offering it in bags and bucket, so cool stuff. So that's it. Lots of food and snacks and stuff. Here's a list of just game changer stuff. Just some of the things we talk about, just all that kind of stuff. Just a wonderful day. But the 2 we're hosting are totally sold out. We might host a 3rd one. We'll see. I don't know. Aligning everyone's schedules is the most challenging part. So with that being said, folks, here from Almond HQ, we'll catch you on the next one.